All right, well, thanks so much for joining me today. So let's start with a high-level question. Where is the machinePHI DePIN industry right now?
I would have to say the machinePHI DePIN industry is just taken off. You know, the whole crypto and blockchain space has been in DeFi and all that kind of proof of concept the last few years. So you've kind of seen all that. And really, IoTeX has been charging and pioneering the machinePHI effort. But you're starting to see all these other projects, your Demo, right? Your Paul and some of these other physical infrastructure network projects that are really starting to take off and hit their stride in this machinePHI aspect. What does that mean? You know, what does machinePHI even mean? It will obviously mean different things to different people. For us, it's utilizing the Pebble that IoTeX designed and collecting the data from it to analyze different attic spaces in different environments. But you know, if you're a Demo, you're tracking cars and the analytics there. And really, it's tying the real world data to the blockchain space. And there's just, the sky's the limit on that. There's so much potential there. So I think over the next couple of years, you're going to start seeing all these, you know, kind of not copycat, but just what's going on in the real world, what's already valuable, what do people already understand, and then how can we tie that to the blockchain where we're getting proofs out of it. We're proving that the data is what it says it is. It's not being manipulated in any way, but ultimately driving the value out of machines in that whole coming machine economy.
Well said. Nice. So let's talk about enviroBLOQ specifically. What problem are you guys solving? And maybe you can talk about the pebble around your neck.
Yeah, so enviroBLOQ, we're all about proving the environment and the efficiency of your space. Starting out, it's your attic and its efficiency particularly for homeowners. And for homeowners, they largely think of their attic space as a wasted space, right? But to anyone that's been in roofing industries like I have spent in my past, understand that your attic environment is very critical to the overall health and efficiency of your home. Your heating and cooling efficiency, but also your mold and health issues if not vented properly. So we're taking the data, we're showing the individual user how efficient their space is, and then we're taking this data at scale to analyze, build a decentralized data marketplace, and then sell this data to industry players like HVAC manufacturers, home builders, utility providers, insurance providers that want proof of a catastrophic loss, right? One of our favorite data captures was Hurricane Nicole in Florida. So, you know, an insurance company might want a proof of a loss to tie to a financial loss event.
So Pebble Tracker specifically is being used in attics to capture data. And why do you need to use Web3 for your application?
So Web3 as a concept of rewarding users for their data is what drives our growth in our early stages especially. So, you know, it's no secret that the big data companies are siphoning your data for little to no return to the user other than access, right? So we're really taking this whole concept of directly rewarding the user for their data in the first place. So right now during our beta phase that we've been going since August of last year, each Pebble earns 10 IoTeX tokens per day for each day that it's streaming data. So, and some users have multiple Pebbles that is really creating this rich picture of a property, right? So a Pebble in the attic measuring its environment, a Pebble outside measuring how the outdoor temperature and environment is affecting that attic, and then a Pebble inside, you know, measuring the heating and cooling habits of that homeowner and how that might affect the attic space as well. So really tying that data trifecta together to paint that full picture of the efficiency of the home. And then directly rewarding that user back down, proving the Web3 model.
Very cool. So this is the first application that I'm aware of where you can use Pebble Tracker to earn IoTeX tokens, which is super cool. So let's talk about Webstream. What does Webstream enable you to do that you couldn't do 2 years ago?
So Webstream is IoTex's layer 2 off-chain data oracle, and that allows us to pull the data from its Webstream node that all these Pebbles are sending to. So every 5 minutes, these Pebbles are sending a data-rich package to Webstream, and Webstream is kind of the smart brain for our application, if you will. So we're able to then go pull that data down into our local database for our own analytics, but Webstream is essentially our smart brain that's doing a lot of the automation of the analytics on the back end for us. And then we're able to send proofs down to the layer 1 chain for wherever we need.
Right on. So let's talk about enviroBLOQ right now. Where are you in terms of development, number of users?
So right now, we've been in beta testing phase since August of last year. So we're in month 7. We have 93 devices across 15 countries feeding us data in real time. And with that, we're growing steadily as fast as we can, but making sure it's at a controlled pace. One, for our own financial constraints there, because we are self-funded from our Delegate earnings right now. But 2, making sure that our onboarding is controlled in a manner that the data we're receiving is of value, and we can cross-reference it later and use it later for valuable analytics. So where we're at now, 15 countries with 93 users, or 93 Pebbles online, which, that's a smaller number. It's not as attractive, but these aren't app downloads. These are controlled onboarding of properties with our full picture of data that we've registered on our end.
And if you have extra IoTeX tokens, you can delegate with enviroBLOQ.
Yeah. So we're always trying to get that message out there as well. We are self-funded with our Delegate earnings with enviroBLOQ. So we don't have the highest APR because of what we're doing with our earnings. We're not just keeping it as a profit. We're building a business off of our earnings. But the people that kind of see the value, they want to support our project. They've staked with us, and they're really helping us fulfill this whole vision.
Great. Thanks so much for your time, Will.
Of course. Thank you, dude.